Hi, thought I'd come on really quick and show you the DermaRoller. You guys have had a lot of questions about this. This is Skincare Systems. I got it on Amazon. It's a 2.5 millimeter DermaRoller. There's all different types as far as sizes go. There's all different sizes, and each different size does something different for your skin. The 2.5 specifically is made to help the absorption of your product. It comes in a little plastic case like this. It also comes sealed in like a sterile package. So what I like to do first when purchasing it is clean it. So I spray it with some rubbing alcohol and rinse it underneath some warm water. So the first thing I did was prep my skin by cleansing. I also did my Mask of Zen today, just because I had some time to actually get that done. Wash your hands. Always wash your hands before even handling this. You should treat it like a surgical instrument. I know that sounds really scary, but what this does is make tiny little punctures in the top layers of your skin. I'll show you exactly how I do it. I do have a bunch of notes in front of me that I've been going over for you guys. I wanted to make a full-length video about this and show you the different ones. I do have the larger one coming. It should be here any day. It's actually taken a long time to get here. I've had issues with the shipment of it. So the first thing, let's say, you want to make sure when purchasing these that they are CE approved, because it is, you know, going into your skin. You want to make sure that it's approved. This brand just happens to be. So Skincare Systems is a very good brand to have. Another one would be Koi Beauty. I think the other one is Skincare Solutions. So there's a couple different out there. You just want to do your research and make sure that it's a good one. You don't want to just get anything, especially when they're coming from China. Okay, so you want to clean it with alcohol before and after you use it, and rinse with hot water. Let air dry. When you're done with it, you want to spray it with the alcohol and let it sit in this little plastic container with the top off for an hour until it's dry. Let's see how often. 1.25 can be used daily. So this smaller one, because the needles are so small and it doesn't go deep into the skin, you can use it daily or every other day. There's a larger one, which is the one that I'm waiting on. It should be used once every 3 weeks. So the larger they are, the less often you need to use them. They do get larger too. There's also, notice how I'm not even touching, there's a 1.0, and I believe there's a 2.0, but I wouldn't even get into that. That should be done by a professional in a very sterile environment. They also use numbing creams and all that, and I'm not that far into this yet. Let's see. Not saying that it's a bad thing to do if you have it done professionally, but okay, so the first thing the first goal I had for using this would be just the extra absorption. Then I started doing my research on it, and I saw that some women were having luck with boosting the collagen level in their lips. So really quickly, I'll show you how I've been using mine. You want to imagine your face split into either 5 or 6 sections. I like to say 5, where I take, you know, just about here, and then same here, and then both lower cheek areas, and then the mouth. So I like to split mine in 5. You can split in 6 and split your mouth in half, whatever floats your boat. So you can start wherever you want, but there are certain directions that you should be going in, and it is in this motion here. So horizontal. And then you want to pick up your roller and move on to the next spot. Okay? So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. It doesn't really hurt. It's a little uncomfortable, but it's not very painful. This part I really like to focus on, so I'm going to go a little extra there. They say about 10 passes, depending on if you're going in all directions. So first you start with the horizontal motion, I'm going to try and talk to you while doing this. I just don't want to overdo it. You can hear little like popping sounds just because it's popping through the top layers of your skin, which is kind of freaky. Mine's making some squeaky noises, but it didn't do that the whole time. I think it's just because it's been wet. Okay, so I'll show you what I've been doing on my lips. So the same thing goes with these other two sections. You want to apply a medium amount of pressure. Don't press too hard. You want to see what your skin can really take. If you can see, I have a little bit of redness in there. I like to focus on this little scar right here, but this smaller millimeter isn't going to really do much for that at this point. It's when I get into the 5 millimeter, it's 0.5, but it's that one's going to do a lot more as far as the options, the things that it does for your skin. So with the 0.5, it's going to increase the collagen production, smooth fine lines and wrinkles, improves textures of your skin, treats acne scars, helps with stretch marks. That one is the larger one, so that's the 1.0. Help minimize pores is the 0.5. Enhances absorption would be this 2.25. Our skin is set up to normally absorb, does that make sense? Our skin normally absorbs 4% of these products. It increases by 10,000 times with just using this 0.25 DermaRoller. It's also called microneedling. You might see that on the internet as well. So there's that. Obviously, we talked about the different size needles and that you want to make sure that it's CE approved. Again, CE approved. I pretty much touch base on the things that I have here. I'll show you quickly how I do this. There are other directions. This diagonal motion I'm going into now. My face is very sensitive here, so I like to go lighter with the pressure. God, that's annoying. Good thing I got that other one coming. So a diagonal motion. So it's horizontal. And then you can go back over the same areas in the opposite directions, which is going to be this motion here. Be very careful when switching over to the next row. You don't want to drag it. You'll feel what I'm talking about if you test it out on your arm or something. You don't want to drag it. I wish you can hear this weird, besides the squeaking. If I knew it was going to do that, I might have tried to put something on it, so it didn't. Okay, so you get the idea, right? So both diagonal motions, you can go this way and then back again this way. So we're going straight across, up and down, and then both diagonal motions. So you can hit all 4 directions in the same area if you want. I kind of just do vertical and then horizontal. You can also do the sides of your nose here, which is going to help open up those little pores. You know how you all get those little things in here? We all get them. I don't care who you are, you get them. This part always gets red for me. Some people bleed. I have bled just a tiny little bit right on my nose here usually. I guess I'm sensitive to it. Oh, I got a little red mark. Your chin here, same little. You want to make your skin tight. And now the same thing with your lips. Some brands will recommend not to do your lips. I find that it's working for me, so you just want to be very careful and use caution with this. Do your research. Don't just go jumping into this if you're not sure, or you have very sensitive skin, or you're very acne prone. You really want to make sure. So I'm going to have it tight and just roll. You guys must think I'm so weird. This is so weird. It's so hard to talk to you while doing it. Okay. So you get the idea. Then I always go in quickly with my my Sotox, because now putting this on is going to obviously help the absorption of the product. So my Sotox that I use to lighten, brighten, and tighten my skin gets pulled into deeper layers of my skin than it normally would. See, again, I like to focus in this area all the time because that's the part I'm trying to clear up. If you can see, this little dark spot has improved. I want to say it's at least 5 shades lighter. It was dark. Even around here, I had these little dark spots. Not even so much the bags under my eyes, because I do have those right now because I'm tired. Believe me, these girls keep me hopping. I like to put it on my lip pretty thick. I'm trying to do this quickly. I'm already at 10 minutes. I'm going to put this is more Sotox for the other side. I like to really lather it on at night because our skin likes to heal itself at night. I did use my Bamboo Renew in the bath. I just put it down my neck and rub gently all around and onto my décolleté. I like to also put the Sotox down there because I do have some weird discoloration down here. You can use the DermaRoller down here too. I just started to get into that, so I haven't been doing that regularly, but I do use the Bamboo Renew. See how my lips are a little bit red? Okay. Now it does tingle a little bit. I don't want to say it hurts or it burns, but it does. It's a little uncomfortable. It's not like the best feeling in the world. Now I'm going to go in with my One Drop Wonder. What this is going to do is help the absorption that much more of the Sotox getting into the deeper layers. This goes in so far on its own without the Derma Rolling that it's just going to take all that goodness of the Sotox with it into the deeper layers of the skin. You see me use my hand in this weird motion. That's because that's where I put the good stuff, and I want to always get every single drop of it off. So that's that. I like to really focus on these areas again, in here and around in here. I mean, we all have our own problem areas that we like to focus on. Those just happen to be mine. I'm going to use an extra drop of the One Drop just to put on my neck down here. Now, I do like to seal it. You can either use, let's see. Sorry, I wasn't prepared to do this. I was just going to do this before I go to bed, but I figured I'd come and show you. This is my Skin Therapist. It's my lotion. Oh my goodness, I've been using so much of this. I'm going to put that on pretty thickly over the top, and that's like an occlusive barrier to hold all that in. Again, at night is when our body really likes to repair itself and heal, and our cells regenerate, and you want to really nurture them at this time of night. Same thing with my neck. I do have a wax lean. I think I forgot what it was called last time for you. It's a natural petroleum. It's here somewhere. Hold on. It's a natural petroleum jelly. That's non-petroleum. I don't know where it is, but it's here somewhere. Usually I would put that on my neck here. I do use another special gloss for my lips to help seal all that goodness in. Ugh, where is it? Hang on one second. The gloss I really want to show you guys too. Oh, here's the wax lean. I'll show you that. This is wax lean. It comes in a bigger bottle, but it keeps selling out on Amazon, and I can't really find it anywhere else. It comes in this really small bottle. I got this one at Whole Foods. I would usually just squeeze that out, and I really lube up at night. If you can see, I'm like shining in the light here because I like to seriously moisturize my skin. This can go on my lips too. When I find that gloss, I will let you know. It's by New Skin. This is just more of that wax lean. So it is the petroleum jelly alternative. So I keep calling it petroleum jelly. It's not petroleum jelly. It's an alternative to it. It's a natural product. It's kind of expensive. That little tiny bottle, it's like $7, I think. It's kind of expensive. I did see it online at like Amazon, and Bye Bye Baby I think had it. I think they use it for like diaper rash and stuff. But they were sold out, which is weird. I don't know. Where is gloss? I love my gloss right now. It's, it's a clear bottle too, and I don't have my glasses on, so I can't see it. But I'll show you guys that next time. It's New Skin, it's called. It's a collagen boosting gloss, and I like to put that on the top. I slather that on pretty good at night. It does help boost my little lip situation. I would have never really complained about my lips. I mean, they were just kind of like, and they bothered me a little bit because they're so small up here. But because I've been doing a lot of talking, I've been putting lipstick on for you guys, and I just thought I'd try it. Plus, you guys all want to know, don't you? You've had a lot of questions for me. This was a quick description of Derma Rolling. There's a lot of information to take in. I will go into it a little more in depth with you when I get into that 0.5 millimeter, which is going to help with the collagen more than what this 0.25 can get you. I do recommend starting with this one just so you can feel it out, see how you like it. You don't want to just jump into something and not know how it's going to affect your skin. I have a pretty tough skin. I want to say I'm not sensitive in any way. Mine's pretty tough, so I do use a pretty good amount of pressure. If you can see, I do have that little bit of redness, but it almost feels good. I do have some stuff that I'm gonna go put on. I have these Cucumber Cucumber eye pads. I'm gonna go try these out. Maybe go pop this baby on and go chill out for a little bit before my little monsters come home, because they should be here any minute. But love you guys. I just wanted to show you a little bit of what you've been asking about. Let me know if you have any more questions. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of them because you all think I'm crazy with this surgical procedure that I do at home.